people pay attention for that, only for the building and only for cash.
No.
That's all. Yeah. So we have to be A, B, C, D church. Means D is disciple through mission. So that's what Jeffrey had, speaking of sharing the gospel and disciple people. So Jeffrey's nickname is a man of many maps. That's what I heard.
That's right.
Yeah, he likes to put
He
maps.
loves to look at maps.
Maps and then just.
Jeffrey liked to look at maps?
Yeah.
Yeah. He had tons of maps.
Even in the concentration camp?
I don't remember the big ones, but that's his reputation.
Manusia dengan banyak peta.
What's peta?
Peta is map.
Peta. Oh, so many maps.
Yeah.
Banyak is lots.
Manusia dengan
With
banyak
man,
peta.
man of many maps.
Banyak peta.
So
Or with
he
many
was
maps.
in New
They
York
was
and
with.
God sent him to China. And then when he was
went back
24 years old, have you read this book?
No.
Written by E.W. Tozer about his
I'll
life.
read that.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let my people go. So when he was 55 years old, after ministry in China, the headquarter called him and said, we want to give you a position to be the vice president of the CMA. And he said, if I receive that, it disgraced me because I was not called to be
Yeah.
in that position. I was called to
Right.
go to Indonesia. So instead of going to back, he said, I need to go down here because he was praying for
Right.
Dutch, Hindi that time.
Yeah, Dutch
What's
East
in,
Indies.
that's
Yeah.
East Indies, yeah.
So when he was praying for Indonesia, this is the map that he found that God is pointing him to pray for Borneo. Because in that place he was heard a lot of story about headhunter.
Uh-huh.
He was praying for that, and then in his vision, he saw the hands coming out with blood. That's what you can read in the Let My People Go by E.W. Tozer.
Yeah.
And then he heard these two words, Balikpapan, Samarinda, that
Oh,
the
wow.
city
Yeah.
of East Kalimantan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Papa,
So
yeah.
he went to Hong Kong and took the oil tanker, Dutch oil tanker, to go to
That's
Balikpapan.
right. That's right.
But they said you couldn't come here because this is not a passenger ship. They said, how can I be in your ship if just give me anything to
Yeah.
do? He said, what kind of job you can do? There is no job here. They said anything. So finally he decided to be a cleaning toilet. So that's what he did. The
He
whole
cleaned toilets.
The whole
toilets.
time down.
All the time down. And then he arrived in Balikpapan, February 10th, 1928. And he went back to the Hong Kong and bring his disciple to come, students to come.
Yeah. Right.
So this is Asian Lim,
That's right.
Paul,
Right.
and then
Oh my
so they are the one who's doing ministry to the Chinese people, and then Dr. Jeff is the one who's going to the indigenous people. So he came back and telling the headquarters, and then 1929, this is the first missionary that they sent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who are they. Dr. Jeff is here.
Do you know who all those people are, Dad? You recognize
No,
any
I
of them?
don't. I recognize Brill on the extreme left.
Oh, is that
Mr.
Mr.
Brill?
That's
Brill?
Mr. Brill, and the woman next to him is his wife.
This one? So which one is Brill? This one?
On extreme left.
No, the left.
This?
Yeah.
That.
Oh.
That's Brill.
Is that
That's
his wife?
And let's see. I was trying to think of Meltzer, Michelson, and Mao, but I don't. No, the others I don't recognize.
Mao is not the one that's standing beside Robert Jaffrey? Standing
This
beside him
one
on the
or
left?
this one? Okay.
He
Who?
kind of looked, you
What
said
does it say
Mao.
below there?
Oh,
Leo?
the first missionary
Okay.
were
Yeah.
sent by CMA,
The man down at the bottom on the extreme right there, I'm trying to place him, whether he was Mr. Fisk or not, but I don't think so. But I know that Fisk was working, one of the first missionaries to go up in the Tanjung Sailor, Bulangan area. I just wonder if that might not be Fisk.
and then also he brought his wife and then his
Yeah.
daughter.
Now they were, those two, that's Mrs. and the daughter, they were in the internment camp.
The three of them were in the Japanese camp?
Yeah.
So they
Dr.
must have
Jeffrey
been with
came to
mom
our
then.
camp.
They were, the mother and daughter were with mom.
Did they both die in the camp, or all three of them die?
No, just
No,
him.
no.
Just him.
Dr. Jeffrey died up in Toraja, in the camp in Toraja in July. The two ladies survived and came out. Oh no, Mrs. Jeffrey died in the camp.
She did?
But Margaret, the girl,
Oh, the
she
poor
came
little
out.
thing.
She was okay.
Goodness.
Yeah, but to lose her mom and dad.
Let me record it while only you guys talking. So, and this is the first graduates from Makassar Bible School.
Mm.
Can you translate that at the bottom, please,
The
Leo?
first graduate,
First graduates.
graduation from the Makassar
Sekolah
Bible
Orang
School.
Dari.
What year was that?
It's October 9th,
41.
1941.
1941.
Yeah. That was before the war started.
Yeah,
Had to be.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where maybe you were in that picture, Dad.
It was
No,
December
no, I
41.
wasn't.
He wasn't part of CMA then.
No,
He wasn't part of CMA till after the war.
I was over in a different part of Indonesia.
George, what's Galatians 2:20?
The life that I now live,
Galatian.
Yeah, Galatians.
it's no longer I that live, but Christ that lives in me. And the life that I now live, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me.
Well, that's
And this is
a little
Indonesian, old language.
short. Oh.
You, that time was OE.
Oh,
Yeah.
he.
Boykannya is bukannya. So it's
Bukan.
OE. My last name, my dad's last name still use that spelling.
O-E?
Yeah, OE.
Oh yeah?
For you. Sumule.
But you don't use it now?
No,
No.
Sumule. My dad is Soy Moele.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bukannya. Aku lagi. Lagi's a gift.
So
that's
Ako would be Aku?
Aku, yeah.
Okay.
That's a really
They
old.
coming back to you, Susie?
No.
Okay.
Melainkan.
Melainkan is-
I wonder if Perdita Laing and
Maybe
and
they're the
Kotu were at that picture.
maybe they're the first one.
Yeah,
Because
Mr.
they were
Kotu.
in Kalimantan during World War
Life that you
II.
now live.
Mhm.
You live again.
Okay.
Kotu, Laing, Lila Wanusa, Bayajalong.
And I was asking myself when I was reading the life. I said he started in East Kalimantan, and then why he moved the school to Makassar. Actually, we found out about his map that he drew. The map.
Oh,
This
wow.
is the map 1938 he drew,
Wow.
and he put Makassar is
Right
In
in
the
the
here
center.
and makes all of this.
Hmm.
And very interesting, when he started the church, all of the missionary goes to East Kalimantan, to the Irian Jaya.
Mm.
And then we don't have a lot of people missionary going to Sumatra and Malaysia
Mm.
until now.
Oh.
Which era were you on, Dad? Find out what part of the plan you fit into. Which era did you go to, Dad?
Which
In East
area?
Kalimantan.
Well, it doesn't.
We went to the right
Borneo,
to
there's Borneo.
Yeah.
yeah, here.
Borneo, but I mean, we were first missionaries over there. It was over in the Spice Islands, Ambon. Can you spot Ambon up there?
Here.
Yeah.
Is that where you first went, Dad?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he drew a map of you, and then you followed that map.
Yeah. So now the new president of our church now felt that this is something that we need to do because Jeffrey already put more lines there,
Mm.
and we have nothing to do
Mhm.
something here.
Interesting.
It's
Yeah.
becoming very strong Muslims
Mhm.
islands now.
Sumatra is?
Sumatra.
That's not.
Isn't that where Scott Stricker was?
Scott Stricker?
No.
And
It's on
remember
top.
that tsunami 2004?
Yeah.
It's on the tip of the Sumatra,
Yeah.
Oh.
and God is opening the door for that.
Where is Timor? Is Timor on
Timor
it?
is here.
Timor's
That was like a mighty rushing wind. The author of that, you
Yeah.
heard?
What's his
The,
name?
like the Meltari.
Malta. He came to Bethesda and spoke at our church.
Yeah.
Surabaya,
He was
Surabaya
back in
is here.
Minneapolis when I was there too. He came to Minneapolis.
He said he walked on water.
So this is a map that he made.
Yeah, to the 1938. So the Christian Mission Alliance Church now has 2,235 local churches, and 400 something members,
Oh.
and 3,878 pastors, evangelists, and we have 12 Bible colleges
My goodness.
In Indonesia?
in Indonesia.
Wow.
Now,
Yes,
is the one in Long
this
Bia
is-
still going on?
Yes, the Long Beer is still going on.
Just
I
think
spoke
of
at
that.
one of
That's
them.
one from one man's vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
wonder which.
must be in heaven, just
Rejoicing.
cheering everybody on.
And he's in heaven.
So this is our school, Jeffrey Bible College, over there, and God asked us to come back and teaching there. This is the buildings for the class, and these are
Wow.
graduates last two years ago.
Mm.
And this is the new students who come last semester.
My
We have
goodness.
131.
And how do they hear about you?
About me,
Yeah, how do they hear about coming?
uh,
Where do they come from?
from all of the islands.
Yeah.
And where do they
everybody.
hear about it?
Because
Because the
becoming
churches-
school is
Church,
becoming
they
so
go to
well,
church.
very well known.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So-
There's students there from every denomination.
Look at, they're taking pictures with
They-
their cell phones.
it's
It's a different world.
Yeah.
And this is we do the inauguration and ask every tribes to present their
Oh.
cultural dancing,
That's
and this is
cool.
from Papua.
Yeah.
This is Papua.
Yeah,
right?
and you see
Yeah,
they
yeah,
they are
something.
the skin is different, and this is Torajanis.
Oh, that's pretty.
Okay, so I make this so you can watch a little bit.
Oh, that's cool.
That's clever how you did that curtain.
This is Papua.
Oh, it sounds so Indonesian, doesn't it?
They are going to be the next leaders.
Wow, she has a beautiful voice.
This is after they give presentation that because of Jeffrey and all of the missionaries came, they become Christians, and now they want to continue the legacy. So I mix some of the tribes.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then this is Kalimantan.
Oh yeah.
Remember? Daya.
I remember the head thing.
Yeah.
The head gear.
Oh,
Oh,
that's-
yeah,
that's
the
really
skirts
typical.
too. The
Really
kabaya
typical.
and the saris.
So East Kalimantan is the second biggest number.
Remember that, Susie?
No, but I remember the sounds and the music,
You do?
the way they move their arms.
Remember that one song we used to sing?
Hot stuff. Judy can do it perfectly. Wow, that's amazing.
And this is
I
Torajanis.
have one of those.
Oh, this is Tarajas?
Yeah, from Toraja.
A lot of them.
How many total students in this ceremony?
The total, the new student 131.
How many in this total in the school?
Total is almost
500 or something.
no, the 500 including the master program and then doctor program. It's around 300 something. I was not sure. Use different language.